I want to give you 10 things you should not do during your single and dating life. You want to stay tuned to this. It's going to save you a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of energy, and you'll be able to grow better and decipher who is who as you're navigating the dating life. Each one of these that you skip, you run the risk of exposing yourself to a low-value woman, a narcissist, a Jezebel, or a gold digger. And we can't have that because you're on your way to the top, right? Number 1, do not abandon your principles and your morals just because you like her. Yeah, I understand you like her and you feeling her. She's cute and she's your body type and you rocking with her. You liking her flow. No matter what, you have to stick to your principles and your morals. Never sacrifice your morals, your principles, and your direction or your purpose for a woman. Never, ever do it. If you're really into her, 9 times out of 10, she knows that. And a lot of women are not equipped with the skills to handle a man that's really into her on that level. That's a whole other conversation about being equally yoked and having equal desire to connect with each other and move forward. Attraction should not make you tolerate behaviors that you normally wouldn't. Imagine this woman not being that attractive. Would you allow her to do X, Y, Z? If you would not, you follow me. Number 2, do not lie about your intentions. I know so many of us want to, get to the woman in different levels, or we might enjoy the thrill of the chase. But what that ends up doing is putting us back in the corner and having to lie and move weird and disappoint that woman. I made a previous video about being honest about who you are and where you are in your life. So if you're dating and you're openly dating, say that. Don't tell a woman that you're not dating other women. Don't do that, because your truth is not going to keep you from anything that's yours. If you're honest, you'll get what you want and what you need to be satisfied. That's real. So don't go around lying about your intentions and misleading these women, because all you're doing is giving them the right, in a way, to disrupt your life in a way that you're not really trying to be disrupted. But if you're lying, you're asking for that, and you can't blame anyone but yourself for not being straight up. So if you want something casual, be clear about that. If you're looking for your wife, be clear about that. And if there's a shift at any point during that relationship, be clear about that. I've gotten everything I want plus more by being honest, and women have always respected me when I was straight up with them. Have I lied before? Absolutely. Absolutely. But when I've been honest, I've always come out in a much better position than if I had lied. Number 3, do not over pursue someone who's not reciprocating energy. Hey, listen, the reality of it is she might just not like you like that, bro. You got to be okay with that. If you come out the gate giving too much, luxurious dates, Uber rides and black Ubers and all that, you're really exposing yourself to a user, a manipulator, an opportunist. It's really hard for the average person to turn down gifts and items from someone they don't really like. That can be difficult for anybody. So let alone this woman who might just semi be into you, and you courting her, you doing too much, she gonna stick around and rock out until the royal runs dry. And then you'll find out that she don't really like you. But now by this time, 6 months, a year, 2 years in, it might be 3 or 4, it might be 10, and you got kids. And she's there for the perks of you and not the personality of you. So be careful. Reciprocation is extremely important. We both have value in this relationship, not one over the other. Number 4, do not make her your entire world. Listen, stick to your habits, stick to your plans, and most importantly, stick to your purpose. Your purpose must reign supreme. It has to. That reigns over all. Your purpose is more important than a woman, kids, your mama, your daddy. Your purpose is everything. And I'm hoping your purpose is to serve God. If it's not, then I don't know, I'm probably not talking to you. In your pursuit of your purpose, everything else will be aligned, but you cannot put a woman above these items. You cannot treat this woman like she's God or she's up on a pedestal. You're going to just create a bad situation. My mom used to say to me all the time, son, don't create a monster. And I've created monsters in my past. Won't do it again. I tell you that. So keep your friends, habits, leagues, hobbies, whatever it may be, keep that routine going for yourself so that you have a clear trajectory on your life and your rhythm. Because a woman has to get on your trajectory and get on your plan. You don't get on no woman's plan. Number 5, do not ignore red flags because you like this woman. I've done it. I've been there. Red flags are going to be there from the very first time you talk to the woman, or maybe at least the first date. You'll see the red flags. And if they're really good, they're covert, might take a couple of dates, but you'll have enough information to make a reasonable judgment about who this person is. Now, if you continue to go down that path, it's 1,000% on you. Again, I've been there. I understand. I saw the red flags. I ignored them because I like the person. And guess what? I end up coming out with the short end of the stick. And who can I blame? No one but myself, because I saw all the signs. Signs tell us where to go. When you're driving down the street, a sign tells you where to go. Now, if you don't take the exit, that's where you should go to get to a destination, and you keep driving and you end up somewhere else, whose fault is that? That's yours. Yours and yours only. Can't blame anybody. Don't blame God. Don't blame the devil. Blame your damn self. Number 6, do not be too vulnerable too early. Somewhere in human nature, our subconscious downloads information. If you're sharing information with a person, a woman especially, I'm gonna be honest with you, women internalize what you say way deeper than typically a man does. A man will typically give somebody a benefit of a doubt, but a woman's subconscious and even her conscious a lot of times will not give a man the benefit of a doubt when it comes to maybe trauma that he's faced and when he's vulnerable to things that he shares. I've seen it happen way too many times. A woman may coax you into sharing some things about you in confidentiality, but trust and believe her spirit is going to download that information and likely judge you and make you feel some type of way. And this is not a knock on women. I just think it's the wiring of most women. This is not all women, but most women that I've experienced in my journey as a 40-year-old man, there are very, very few who haven't held my vulnerable moments against me at some point. Straight up. So as the relationship grows, you can be more vulnerable over time, because I do think your woman should be a safe space to a degree, but nonetheless, be careful on what you share. I don't care if you're 50 years into your relationship, still be careful about what you share. Now, maybe you just have a unique woman where she's tried and true. You share so much with her and she just really continues to hold the camp down. I get it. I've experienced that too. They are out here. But I'm speaking to the majority of men who are dating the majority of the women, and that's going to be the majority of the truth. Number 7, do not lead with money. This is very important. Again, don't create a monster. Monsters only get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's okay to be generous, but do not make your money the reason that she is there. Now, stability can be the reason that she's there. You can show that you're stable. That's fine. But I want you to still lead with your personality, with your character, with your morals. And a good way to do that is not going into the whole luxury date thing on the front end and just doing too much. Take your time. Maybe if you have a nice house, you don't take her to your house. Maybe if you're driving a nice car, maybe you just Uber. Because all these things are signals about where a man is in his life. And you want to give the signals about you being a stable individual as a person, a strong fixture, a strong man, and you're masculine. Consider the things that you present, because you're going to attract that type of energy from a woman. If she sees that you rolling in riches, you're going to attract that type of woman. And there's some women out here preying on men who have riches, and they're very good. You'll never know. They're coming from left field, but they're pros. So do not lead with your money, lead with your character, and discover hers as well. Number 9, do not become controlling because you're scared to lose her. You have to give people space. One of my favorite phrases, it's only 2 words. Let them. If this person wants to continue to go out and do their thing, let them. Allow a person space to show you who they are. And then, what's your job? Yep, believe them. Believe them once they show you who they are. You have to let people navigate. Let them be in their default state. I love talking about the default state, because no matter if someone changes for a moment, their default state is their default state. Who someone is at 20 and 30 is probably the baseline of who they'll be at 40, 9 times out of 10. A leopard does not change its spots. And as we mature, we learn that those one-liners like that tend to hold true and have survived the test of time. Now, it's totally cool to communicate your boundaries and your standards, but then you have to allow that person to do what they do. If they do break those boundaries and standards, you have to have consequences. Maybe not the first time, maybe the second time. So be very clear about where you are, what you're okay with, and what you are not, and allow that person to adjust accordingly. Number 10, do not ignore how you feel. Do you feel respected? Do you feel seen? Do you feel valued? If you don't feel those things, you have to be clear about what's going on in the relationship because it's not going to last. Am I at peace? Do I see a future with this person? Does this person see a future with me? Are they making adjustments when I make a request? Am I willing to adjust when they make a request? So don't ignore those questions that you have to ask yourself. And when the answer comes to you, which you probably already know the answer, accept it. Accept it. You have to accept the answer. It's one thing to ask the question, but it's a whole other thing to accept the answer. Y'all know I like to give bonuses out. I didn't plan on this, but 11, bonus, the biggest. Do not leave God out of your decisions and your discernment in who you're dating. I'll just leave it there. I'll leave it there. No, I can't leave it there. Listen, God is the foundation. Forget a foundational. God is the foundation. And the more we lean into God and we read the Bible and we study and we start implementing those rules, those plans and those parables into our relationships, the easier it becomes to navigate them. To me, the Bible means basic instructions before leaving earth. It's an instruction manual. Follow it. You'll learn so much and you'll see that, dang, this stuff is true. It talks about the Jezebels. It talks about fornication. It talks about all these different things that are going to help us navigate and just be better people. I hope you implement these 10 items. I guarantee if you do, you'll have a very clean, progressive, and prosperous dating life. And I hope that you find your wife, if that's what you're looking for. In the comments, drop down some other thoughts that you may have and we can discuss it. Good luck.